Hey, how's it going? Welcome to A Breeze in the Pines. My name is Richard, and around 2006 decided I wanted to get back into backpacking. And around that same time I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, so I had to use a CPAP, which kind of threw that whole plan out the window. Then in 2021 I found a portable CPAP that was battery powered that I could actually use and get out backpacking. But the problem is, it's heavy. So just for an example, my first section hike on the Appalachian Trail, this is what I had planned. So I've got the CPAP itself. It's a Transcend Mini 3. A little over a pound, 1.1 pounds. So the plan was to camp 3 nights, go to a hostel and recharge. So 3 nights, that's 2.3 pounds worth of batteries. And you got to recharge in the hostel. That's 0.7 pounds. And of course you need your headgear and your hoses. You know, for an activity where people spend $100 to save an ounce or two, and you'll go so far as shaving off the handles of their toothbrushes, those 2 or 3 or 4 pounds really add up. So there is an alternative to a CPAP that I just found out about. This is the Bongo E-Pap. You can get the starter pack for $1.99. Get a little case, little head strap, and these little inserts. No battery, no machinery, no nothing. So you got the extra large, large, medium, and small. Look at that. Okay, since we're gram nerds, 13 grams. Compared to 4 pounds. Yeah, I will make this work. So all it is just sticks in your nose. When you exhale, it creates positive pressure in your airway and keeps your airway open. When I first saw this, I thought it was a scam, like those little fan things you stick in your nose that you see on Facebook. But this is sold at pretty much all of the online medical device retailers that sell CPAPs. Prescription is required. Replacement nozzles, I believe, are $99, and I believe they last about 90 days. So I've thought of these for backpacking. That's why I bought them. My wife would prefer I use them all the time because she is sick of my CPAP. Okay, so after using it for a few nights, what do I think of the Bongo E-Pap? Well, it does take some getting used to. You can inhale okay. Exhaling, you've got that resistance from the nozzles maintaining the air pressure. So that is hard to get used to. It can be pretty uncomfortable at first. Kind of like when you first started your CPAP therapy. You know, you had to take your mask off so you could actually breathe. Pretty similar to that. To get used to it, they do suggest using it while you're sitting around reading, watching TV, something like that, just to get used to it. And if you need to take them out, exhale through your mouth occasionally, that's perfectly fine. So the first night I didn't sleep well at all. I had the wrong size nozzle, which made my nose real sore. Eventually switched over to the next size down, which worked just fine. And I also had it inserted too far into the nostril. It just goes right in just a little bit, you know, just to get that seal. And of course I was really tired the next day, so I didn't sleep well at all that first night. Ended up switching to the CPAP about halfway through. The second night, fell asleep just fine, slept well. I did switch to the CPAP eventually, just because I'm addicted to it. I do like having that airflow coming in. So the third night, man, I could have used it all night long. You know, if you get it inserted correctly, just barely inside the nostril, you got great airflow. I'm used to the exhaling now, and I could have used it all night, but like I said, I'm addicted to the CPAP. So I did switch over about 2 o'clock, and it felt real natural. You know, no problems with it whatsoever. Okay, so final thoughts. And it's nice not having that CPAP hose and the wind tunnel, as my wife calls it, when the fitting gets loose. If you have to use the restroom during the night, just get up out of bed. There's no hoses to mess with. Don't have to turn anything off. It's just super convenient. On the downside, if you have a cold or if your nose is stuffy, it's not going to work. You know, with the CPAP, that air pressure will eventually blow through and clear out all the gunk. But the EPAP won't do that. So if you're a backpacker and have sleep apnea, this is definitely something that you might want to look into. Talk to your doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, but it's very, very useful. May even replace my CPAP for home use. Okay, as always, my reviews are unsolicited, unsponsored, uncompensated, uninformed, and uncalled for. Have a great day, and have a great night's sleep. And to get out there and do some hiking. I forgot to mention that I did check my blood oxygen levels on my Apple Watch, and it stayed at 98%. So it's definitely a viable solution.